All right, guys. So the standings for this past weekend's Grand Prix in Qatar, we got Max in first place, Oscar, Carlos, Lando, Antonelli. Which, by the way, please do not send threatening messages to the guy. His rear stepped out. GP did him dirty by calling him out on the radio. Oh, Mercedes gave him the place. You think Toto Wolff is gonna give the customer team McLaren with their engine in the back? This is a Mercedes engine. You think the Mercedes team is going to let the customer go ahead? Absolutely not. I don't know where that came from. We got George Russell in sixth, Fernando Alonso, hallelujah. Charles Leclerc scraping up the what's left of a bad weekend. Liam Lawson, the douche. Yuki Tsunoda, soon to be out. Albon, hey, at least he finished. And then Lewis Hamilton. Let us go ahead and talk about Lewis Hamilton. I was never a Lewis Hamilton fan. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton, whatever. When he joined Ferrari, I actually started to like him. And it just further proves, which we've all known and said, you give the guy the fastest car, he's going to drive it jolly old fast. It's going to go faster than stink everywhere. And he did it for 7 years. I'm not taking away his championships, but clearly there's a little bit more of a storyline with other championships. We got Vettel. We have Alonso going against Schumacher. The only real time that I genuinely think, other than Max, where Hamilton was contending and fighting tooth and nail was when he was fighting Brittany, Nico Rosberg, his teammate in the Mercedes. So, yes, where do we leave off? Lewis Hamilton. So, yeah, he's clearly been told, quit bitching about the car. It's not going to get any better. He's clearly been told by John Elkann, in other words, John Elkann, the president of Ferrari, or the CEO of Ferrari, Benedetto Vignetta is the CEO, if I'm not mistaken. He's been basically told, shut the hell up and quit your whining and quit moaning about the car. There's nothing you can do about it. And it's just so refreshing to see Carlos Sainz, which when they fired Carlos from Ferrari last year, I just was like, there goes Carlos. We're losing a diamond. We're losing someone who not only delivered Ferrari's only win in like 2 seasons, but we're potentially losing like a great driver. I was wrong. A lot of us were wrong. Williams is actually punching above their weight. And when Carlos proclaimed, he pontificated to the press at the beginning of the season, you will not see me in the top 5 or get a podium. Well, you were wrong, Carlos, and thank heaven for that. You got 2 podiums versus Hamilton's 0. So what does this mean for Hamilton? Doesn't mean much, really. I mean, the guy prints money wherever he goes. Ferrari is quite happy with that. Hell, even I wanted a 44 Ferrari jersey, even though like my friends would probably punch me in the face if they saw me wearing that. But I think it's cool. Lewis now with Ferrari is an absolute good guy, and it's great to see him finish off his season like this. But also, it's nice to see some kind of human, reaction. Even though he's very smug at times. How do you look back on your Ferrari season? I don't look back. It's very pop. It's very interpretive. Where another driver would be like, it's shit and we're never going to do this again. But yes. So who else do we have? Let's get that back up. Hamilton, Gabriel Bortoleto. These rookies, Bortoleto, Hadjar, Antonelli, Behrman. I'm not calling Colapinto, and I'm not calling Russell. Forgive me, Russell. I'm not calling in Lawson. These rookies are badass. Like, they're phenomenal. I get it. Behrman only tried to drive with 3 wheels on the car. He's eager. He's going to be the Scuderia's next best after Charles Leclerc takes off for Aston Martin. Bortoleto going in with Audi. He's being mentored by Nico Hülkenberg, a stalwart in the Formula One paddock, most experienced driver, one of the most experienced drivers behind Alonso and Hamilton. Esteban Ocon has had his balls and ass handed to him by Ollie Behrman. Pierre Gasly, well, we know what happened to him. Stroll, DNF, that's natural. Isaac Hadjar, oh, that was brutal with the puncture towards the end of the race. And you watched his left front fender peel off. Just intense. All in all, Abu Dhabi, what are we thinking? Anything can happen. Anything has happened. Pretty much all and every single thing that could possibly happen in Max Verstappen's favor has gone that way. We've all been here, ladies and gentlemen. For the ones that have been watching the sport for many, many years, the racing gods giveth and taketh. And next weekend could be example of giveth or we're taking your shorts. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's stay tuned. I'll go ahead and recap the season ending race next weekend. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Everybody enjoyed the Grand Prix yesterday. The sprint was shit. Sprint, nobody cares. Garbage. But the Grand Prix was brilliant. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Red Bull. And thank you, Zach Brown. And thank you, Andrea Stella, with all your DEI bullshit that's handing the championship over to a genuine competitor and a team that knows actually how to conduct business. Thank you.